everyone, how are you all doing today? Yes, it's your girl again, Ade Shewa, and you're welcome to the show Straight Up with Shewa. I have to say a fabulous thank you to everyone for my beautiful, fantastic birthday greetings. For everyone who called me, for everyone who sent text messages on social media. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I can't, thank you all enough. It was a lockdown birthday, but it was fantastic. It was beautiful. Everyone showed me so much love, more than I can even, more than I expected. I can only say thank you. Thank you so much. You always make me happy. You always put a smile on my face. I can't thank you all enough. Thank you for always being there. And it's Easter Sunday, so I'm gonna say happy Easter to everybody out there. Have a fantastic one at home with your family, with friends. Let's merry. It's a day to celebrate. So let's go on to our topic today. On my birthday week, I was preparing on my lane. Somebody just came on my Instagram page and trolled me. And I kind of deleted immediately and I blocked the person because I knew who it was. But I think I made a mistake. I should have just left it on there so everybody can see what I'm actually going to talk about today. What he said was that me, that I have 2 failed marriages, and I'm not somebody's side chick. I'm here talking about marriage. Really? Firstly, I was never married twice. I've only been married once in my life. So I don't know where that came from, but that's not the bone of contention actually. It doesn't matter if I made that mistake 10 times. The bone of contention here is that mistake that I made. I want to bring it out there so people can learn from it. We do not have to wait for others to make the same mistake before we talk about it and, we learn from each other. And that is the main reason for this. Everybody who knows me know how much I have a passion for marriage, how much I love to be in a marriage. But if I can have it, I won't kill myself, until I get it right. When I was having these issues and, you go to people that you think are doing it well and all that, and you talk to them, and by the time they start giving you their own stories, why they're just like hanging in there, like it's not as if they're even having a marriage, they're actually hanging in there, then be like, okay, wait a minute, who exactly is getting this thing right? And that is the main reason and purpose for this program. So that we can talk about this thing. There's so many things, because there's no school or a manual for marriage. We all just guessing, that this should be the right thing. This is how it should be. This is what we should do. Even when you do your best, sometimes it doesn't even go right as well. You can imagine those who knows the Bible, the Quran from beginning to the end, and at the same time, they still don't get it out right. I know a lot of religious people, people that, even scholars, even those people that are, relationship experts, still they get divorced, get separated. Things happen to their marriages. Then it's so obvious. We all don't know. Some people are lucky enough to have it right. Find a good person. You manage, the relationship. When things go wrong, you both are ready to work on it and make it, okay, yeah, you are ready to ignore some things that happens that might have caused a big problem, but you decide to ignore and they have it right. I'm telling you, just hang on with that if you've got one of those and try your best to make it work. I'm telling you, it's not easy out there, for the other side of it. Yeah, we're on the other side of it. We know what we have seen. We know what we've been through, and that's why we're here to discuss it, to talk about it. And I think it's very important we take this marriage issue seriously. We just take it as if when you get there, you find out it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Let me paint a scenario. The actual thing that happens. Let's assume a child is going to live 80 to 90 years on earth. Yeah. So now the child will be in school with the parents, where you're going to have the education for at the most, say 20 to 30 years before they start having relationship, then getting married, right? 25 years, let's assume. Now, the remaining years of that 80, 90 years, which is about 60 years, 55 years, 65 years, they're going to spend it in a relationship, either it's living together with a partner, cohabiting, or married, or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever kind of relationship. They're still going to spend those years, the most of their lives, in a relationship. There's no school for it. Even when you go for all these seminars on all that, for how long are you going to live that amount of years in it? And we're not thinking it's important, we take these things seriously, like talk about it, let's learn from each other. It's very important as far as I'm concerned, and that is the main reason why I'm so compassionate about this issue. Somebody is trying to throw me that because I have failed relationship, then I cannot talk about it. I can talk about it because I've been through it, and I've had the experience, and I can talk about the experience. So trying to throw me about that, you're just wasting your time. It's not going to change anything. I'm still going to keep talking about it. You cannot shut me up. I'm telling you the real truth. I will keep talking about it until I get it right. Even me myself, until I get it right, I'll keep talking about it. I've started this program less than 2-3 months, yeah? And I can tell you what I have learned in this little time about marriage, you will not even imagine. There's so many people who don't want their issues out there, but I get phone calls, I get personal messages, people talking about the relation, what they are going through, what they think it should be, what they think we are not doing right. I've learned a lot, and I'm still ready to learn more. And whatever I know that I've experienced, that I think I've done wrong, because the truth of the matter is there's no relationship that went sour without the fault of the two parties. Even if it's one person that did what is wrong, the reaction of that other person will lead to that separation. Do you understand? So it's both parties that will have a fault in that separation. That's the truth of the matter. So there's no pushing blame on somebody else. No, that's not even the issue. But what are those things we can learn? What are those things we can do for each other? So we learn about these things and we get better at it. That's the main reason I'm here. And I'll still keep preaching it. I ain't gonna stop preaching it. I keep preaching it until we get it right. Maybe someday there will be a manual, then we cannot follow it. But before then, we all have to keep learning from each other, from each other's past mistakes, from each other's experiences, until we all get it right. Maybe someday, because that's matter marriage. That matter marriage is a big deal. A big deal, I was listening to Omotola Jalade yesterday, and she was saying how easy they take it, in a marriage, that they don't label like marriage, they respect each other's space and all that, and they take it easy. But let me tell you the truth, go to her and let her tell you what she's gone through in that marriage, or ask her husband to tell you his own story. You will hear a lot. Everybody has got a story. I'm telling you, everybody has got a story. So we all go through, a lot in it. Some people are lucky enough to be able to manage it. Some people are not able to manage it. So that is, and you see, this kind of trolling that happened to me is one of the reasons I keep saying that. You see, before your child chooses, educate them. I'm telling you, because that trolling is because of my own decision. The person I chose. You understand? That's why I got that troll, And sometimes you think, oh, when it's not going all right, yeah, we all just have to go our separate ways and I move on. Who told you that other person will move on? Do you know all these stalkers? They don't move on. They don't move on at all. They keep looking for a way to bring you down. That's all. They look for ways. They are not satisfied. You can imagine trolling me with a fake account. Why can't you use your own page? And I know who you are. I know who did it. It's so funny. Why? Why can't you move on with your life and let me be? You are coming on my page to insult me about marriage? I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I know how to deal with marriages. I'm not saying I can give you, the answer to marriage issues. No. I don't have the answer. If I have the answer, I'm sure I'll be happily married and enjoying my marriage right now. Yes, I'm single. So, but I'm trying to find a better way for myself to get the answer to these things. And if I do it again, so I can do it better. That's what I am for. Because I have an accident with my car doesn't mean I will not drive again. No, I will drive again. So stop stressing yourself, coming on my page with a fake account and trolling me. It doesn't make sense. Be careful, everybody out there. When you choose someone, be careful who you choose. Some people are stalkers. Some people are even so dangerous. You think you're done with them, your life is moving on, but they are there watching every step you take, looking for ways to bring you down. They just cannot move on. They just cannot see you happy. He doesn't even know if I'm happy or I'm not happy. You see me out there dancing in your own head. Say, she's so happy, everything's working out for her. Oh my God, I must destroy this girl. I must bring her down. Oh God. What's all that about? And I always wonder sometimes, we have some people when they've broken up with their partners, they start watching. Who is he talking to? Who is she talking to? What are they doing? Don't you think you're giving yourself unnecessary headache? Because you'll never be happy. Watching somebody, move on with your own life. Look for ways your life is going to get better. You looking at that person, if that person moves on and marry, you still keep looking. Who is she married to? Who is he married to? What's happening in their life? Oh, they're having children. Oh, they're doing this. Instead of you working on your own self and moving on with I'm telling you, that is what I'm saying. When people choosing someone is a big deal. I wish we can go back to those days when you meet someone, your parents will go and look, for where that person is from, ask questions, know what happens in their family, know that person, all those finding out they do, those inquisitive kind of things that they do, and they find out everything about that person for you. I wish we can go back to those days. Because right now we all make silly mistakes. Oh, lots of mistakes that we make in our lives. And sometimes those mistakes follow us for the rest of our lives. So we need to be very careful. Not saying that sometimes when we do all the diligence, still we don't get into issues and troubles. Yes, we do. But at least if we have waited to find out about that person, maybe it will be easier and better for us, at least a bit, than when you know nothing about the person. Some people are so dangerous. They will stalk you. They will stalk you for the rest of your life. I just pray our kids, don't go through all this stress, all this headache. Can you imagine being on my own lane, getting ready for my birthday, and I came up? Please, we need to be careful. We need to be very careful when we're about to choose. And for our kids, please, let's do our best to help them when they're ready to choose. Do that diligence. Do what you need to do to help them. I'm telling you, because sometimes they can choose wrongly, and when they do, not only them will suffer it, even you, the parents, you will suffer it too. So I pray we never go through that in our lives, and I pray God will just direct, their spouses to them, talking about our kids, so they will not make miserable mistakes like we did. May God bless us all. Have a fantastic Easter, and I'm signing out. I hope I've been straight up with you today. See you next week. Love you always. Bye-bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.